Hello and welcome to a long overdue episode 15 of my Let's Play series. Quite a lot has happened in the past half year, for both myself and the entire Damnation community. About a month ago we were Bungee-fied and all servers were connected under the main IP. This was meant to foster a more cohesive community, particularly with the additions of the popular CivCraft, as well as the RCA server. These sweeping changes are part of the reason why I've taken a hiatus from video making, but I hope to get back into it very soon. This video, however, has one goal. I want to inform you guys about what we've changed, what we've added, and what we plan to add. We've not only improved our existing servers, but we've also added some new ones, and several others are on the way. And we're going to start off here with the PvE server. So to make this episode a little bit less of me talking at you and more talking with you, I'm going to go explore a player build that I have been putting off exploring for a long time. And that is the Brecca community in Hammerfell, which I hear and see so many great things about it, and it's definitely something that makes me love this server. So we're going to walk around that while I talk to you guys about the PvE server. One of the first things is that we have to remove the perks that are against the EULA for the donor ranks. So that means MCMMO stuff, the homes, getting money for donating, those kind of things. We just want to stay in accordance with the EULA, so we're going to, we're already starting to put that into effect, but there are a few other things in the works as well. And the main one is a complete rank rework. Not much is known even by us right now. But OM said that he had planned to completely rework the ranks, making more of them. Just remember, anything I say is not set in stone. It's only what we've been told vaguely. The ranks are going to be mainly based off of achievement in-game, so most of them will be automatic. So you have to complete a certain number of goals, like you have to kill a certain number of mobs, or play a certain number of hours, or break or build a certain number of blocks, things like that can be logged by the server, and you can be automatically promoted to these ranks. So that, I think, is a pretty cool addition, and something that this server probably should have had for a while, but we have to get rid of the old things. So it seems that minecarts are a bit glitchy, so I'm just gonna... yeah. Okay. Anyway. Well, this is one of the stranger things I have ever seen in my life. Oh god, and I'm going back. Nope. Ow, ow. Nope, don't kill me. Don't kill me. F5, F5. Bad. No! Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted by those mobs, the rank revamp is something that'll be a little bit down the road, but is definitely something that will come soon. Not much is planned, and nothing is concrete right now. OM is still formulating it, and we all still have a lot on our plate, so it's getting worked on just as much as everything else. But it's definitely something that I'm excited for, because it's not going to be a massive change to the server, but it's going to, I hope, make people want to play more again. So that'll be something good. By the way, with the new ranks, they, as far as I've been told, will be different names. Now, some people like that and some people don't. I know I like the names the way they are, but I know Madam disagrees with me, so whatever happens, I'll be happy with, because of the sheer fact that we aren't a pay-to-win server, and the fact that we are community-oriented like this, I'm happy with whatever happens. So, in place of the donor perks that we had before, if I could explain here, this is my pet Jeff. Right now we've been testing out a few plugins, I think 2 right now. One of them is pets. So you can have pretty much anything as a pet. I don't think all of them will be enabled, and that sheep is very precarious. Oh, I'm sorry, Creeper. Not all pets will be enabled, most likely. Definitely not human pets or like Wither or Ender Dragon, like those things which can be intrusive to the game. But you can have something like Jeff here. Jeff, my glitchy silverfish friend. But you can have all sorts of them. You can have them ride other pets. You can have them, you can name them, all sorts of things. And it's all free, it's all aesthetic, you can't kill them, they can't kill other things. It's a pretty nice plugin, and I really like it a lot. And another one, which, as far as I've tested, is not enabled right now, but I have tested before, is the Hypixel effect, which allows for just little particle effects that you can enable on yourself from a menu. So that kind of thing would be really, really neat, and is specifically made to abide by the EULA and still add a little bit of pizzazz for donors to thank them for supporting the server. Before I go on, I just want to say I really like this so far. This reminds me of when I was playing on like a small server with friends. I might ask to build a house here sometime, because this is really neat. I'll have to explore that too. But anyway, one of my final points that I want to make is that the spawn city that all of you have heard about for months and months and months, well, it was put on the back burner for a while, but now the ball is rolling. It's the thread talking about planning this city is so obscenely long. So there's been so much planning and so much discussion around this city because it is a big deal. It's a new spawn city. But work is starting now that a bunch of people are coming back. We're definitely hunkering down because we have Bungie up and running, and we have RCA and CivCraft, and we have the faction server. We also have the hub, obviously. Test it. I don't know what our test server is, and then our vanilla server. But now that we have all of those up and running, we don't have to worry too much about setting them up, which is what took most of our focus beforehand. It's a really big time commitment and a really big project, and I hope all of you guys will like it when it's done. I know I'm already excited, and not much has even been built yet, so you can look forward to that in the near future. It's definitely something we're working on, and it's definitely something that is coming to a Damnation server near you very soon. Before I go here, I just want to say again, wow. Like I've looked at this. I've looked at this place from the Dyn map before. Apartments, eh? Who's in here? Ooh, I may rent. Ooh, I like this. I may rent out an apartment. That's neat. I approve. But I wanted to see the town hall. Is it the town hall? Looks like a town hall. But yeah, I am very, very impressed. Not that I doubted the builders of this server, but this is nice. And considering I don't do too much survival in general, most of my building is also done in creative, especially because it's done for servers. But this might convince me to try survival building again. I don't know. What am I listening to? Oh, tower. Nice. But yeah, this place is awesome, and one of the main things that we want to try to promote on this server are community builds and community activities like this. One of the ideas that Madam and I had were to have just community builds in the wilderness, just find a world where there's some open space, and build a town there, build a community, build something themed, work together, communicate, because right now, we all know that there are a lot of you that have really stayed active throughout the drought of activity, and we're really, really grateful for that. And you know who you are, who've always been online and chatting with us as we're working on things and building the server, but now that we have everything going, if you're in contact with any players who've taken a hiatus from the server, invite them back, because there's a lot to do, and we're always welcoming people back and welcoming new members in. So we'd love to have the new and old come back and work together, because I know that there are a lot of people on this server who've been on here for a while who I haven't really talked to too much, and that's something that we as a server, and me in particular, want to change, because I love talking with you guys. It's always fun to make community builds, have fun, play mini games and such, so that's definitely something that we're going to start doing, and that's why I'm trying to promote so many community events at the same time. So, yeah, they're all gonna happen. Don't worry, I'm not gonna drop them. UHC is gonna happen. All of these different things that I want to do, the CTF tournament, they're all gonna happen. But they've just taken a back burner to serious heavy-duty server work, and although that's unfortunate, it's necessary, and the end result is looking great so far. So, speaking of my time investments, we're going to move on to RCA, where I've droned on for too long, and I'm just going to quickly go through what we've done on RCA, and it's no short list. So after Bungie was released, we realized that RCA wasn't exactly ready for it, and it was not ready for the large audience of people that it was really meant to receive. So, Madam and I renovated almost the entire server. We created a new spawn world entirely from World Painter, and from just a small, grassy, flat place, we made this new map. It's not anything super spectacular, but we're pretty proud of it. Made these mountains around spawn, and all of these buildings, all of the terrain on RCA was made by Madam and I, and all of the buildings were either made by me, or Madam, or Dedichel, or Fat Lilu, and Z-Critter. So thank you to all of you guys for giving your talents, because I can definitely picture what I want, but building it is a difficult process sometimes, even though I've gotten a lot better. But RCA has a few more features than it used to, and we've made it a lot more expansive. So if you go here to the info hut, there's a book that will explain to you everything you want to know about RCA. If there's other things you want to know, you can just ask. We're always adding new things. We didn't re-add everything because it's just simply so many things, and we need more planning and to learn how to do the plugins and everything. But they are on their way. We have tons of plugins already. So the main thing is that in the spawn world, all of the minigames that are in this world are grouped by what kind of combat they are. So you have the heavy combat things like Mob Arena and Capture the Flag in the north, light combat that isn't really as competitive or strategic, it's just kind of things like Block Hunt and Quake that do involve combat elements but aren't really as intensive. And we have the south and the west that are entirely devoted to non-combat stuff. So things like the snowball fight, Mario Kart, Chicken Roulette, Color Shuffle. Those are the ones we have now. We plan on adding a few more. TNT Run is one of them, but those will be announced when they get released. One of my favorite features of the new RCA is we have added U-Cars, which is something we had in the main server for a bit, but it wasn't really open to the public, so not many people know about it. So U-Cars is basically just minecarts that you can drive around anywhere you want. And we have it so that you can literally explore the map anywhere with your car. Cars aren't protected, so you can just, if you find a car, pick it up. If somebody's actively using it, don't be a jerk. Leave them their car, and you can buy one. Rentals are only 10 crowns. Economies are linked between main and RCA, so all of the money that you spend here is linked. All the money you earn here is linked. You can also, this was suggested by Exesio, for 150 crowns a month, you can get unlimited cars here. And so you just right-click this sign if you're an unlimited car person, or if it'll ever give me a car. There we go. So I have a car here. Got my pimp mobile. I get in it. I ride around. Otherwise, you got to pay 10 crowns for each car. So if you frequent RCA more than if you frequent RCA pretty much every day, this is definitely a deal. Even if you frequent it only a few times a week, it's definitely something that's worth your while, because a car a day is 300 crowns. Simple math, I know, but it's definitely something that is fun for me because I love racing around in these cars. That's what makes Mario Kart so much fun. But this is definitely something that I think is pretty fun. All these portals that you see around, if you walk into them, you will get warped to whatever the portal is assigned to. Dropper and Hunger Games are permanent fixtures. They'll always be there because they're always prominent attractions. But these two are on rotation here, just to be featured. Sky Wars, which is a kind of competitive PvP skyblock, which is pretty fun. And Downward, which is an adventure map, or rather it's a challenge map, that you just start at the top and you try to jump down and not die. For both Dropper and Downward, for each level, there are rewards in terms of money in treasure chests, so you guys should definitely check them out. This is the Dropper 2, so if you play the Dropper 1 on the main server, as I know many of you have, I know I have, this is quite a change, and it's quite improved. And Downward is a little bit, it's on the same level, but it's a little bit different. We also have mini-games and adventure maps. Right now, adventure challenge maps, there aren't too many of them. We just have Downward right now, but we plan on adding a few more. The instanced adventure maps, like we had on the main server before, will be on a different server on the Bungee node. So look out for that announcement sometime soon. I know OM and I have to decide. OM and Madam and I have to decide like how we're gonna do that. But instance adventure maps are definitely something we want to add. And for all of the minor mini games that aren't going to be in the world, they will be here. So we just got 3 small portals per floor, and then you go down, and then there's just more of them. So this is just going to be tileable going down, kind of hub style, but a little bit bigger. But this is how you get to most things. You either get to them in the lobby, or look at them in the world going through the tunnels in each of the 4 cardinal directions. And we're always looking for new arenas for all these minigames, particularly Block Hunt always needs new arenas, and we are adding Murder and Trouble in Terrace Town, so we're adding a whole slew of Gary's Mod stuff. And the other main thing is that we're always looking for new minigames. We have a few that are already queued up that we want to add, but as always, if you guys have any suggestions, always feel free to ask. But yeah, this is RCA. It's pretty fully featured. You guys should all check it out. It's pretty fun. You can earn money here, spend money here. We had a blast building it, and hopefully you guys have a blast playing in it. And now we'll move on to Act 3 on CivCraft. So the first round of CivCraft kind of started with a bang and ended with a whimper. Most of the last 3 weeks, nobody really played the game because there really wasn't any reason to. This time, we're going to try to avoid that. We made a few gameplay changes that we've noted throughout the game, including changes to cottages to add a 7th level so you don't have to constantly farm pork chops to get the highest level. We added many things to the global market, but largely it's the same CivCraft experience. The other one major change is that we are using a custom world painter world. And this time, savannas in plains and forests are plentiful. But right now, the things that are really in short supply and it's quite interesting how it's going to play out that are strategic are swamps, because they're kind of rare. I think there's only maybe less than half a dozen instances of swamps in the world, and it's about 5,000 blocks in diameter. And we also have really, really tall ice plains mountains, so we can get those behemoths that we were missing before. And let me tell you, behemoths, they're not fun. And as usual, I can't break with tradition. The location I was in is the brand new mob arena that JJ built. This is one that I'm still configuring on RCA. The permissions kind of got borked, and I needed to rewrite a lot of them. So I'm right now missing the upgrade levels and all the items you get from that. But apart from that, Mob Arena is reborn on RCA. So you should definitely check that out. By the time this video's out, I should have Mob Arena rather, up and running entirely. I hope to make more videos soon, but no promises because I have quite a lot on my plate. But until next time, I need Ender Pearl. Till next time, that is not Ender Pearl. There we go. See ya.